200. Which course? Theater. Which level you did? 100. Which course? Biochemistry. How about you? Which level? Theater and film. 100. Now, I want to tell you guys the truth about Rag Day. Alright? I'm not going to say this because I want to diminish your ego. I'll go find on something, I'll definitely do so. I want to tell you guys the truth. This is a lie. This is not what the Nigerian youth should be like. I went to take your opinion before, but I realized that you guys are 200, 100. So it's the vibe of on a day university, on a don't hear of Rag Day before, on a one cash cruise. Because on a time it's on a day 300 or 400. I would like get your opinion. But let me tell you the truth. This is what they want the Nigerian youth to look like. They want us to be trash. They want us to keep begging on the streets. This is not how Nigerian youths are supposed to raise money for themselves. As Nigerian youths for 2022, we're supposed to get entrepreneurial mindsets. We're supposed to innovate things. They create businesses. They lead our generation. We are not supposed to be beggars. I'm saying this now. I'm not actually saying this to say, okay, stop your protest or your program that you're doing, going around and begging for money. But I want you to have an in-depth analysis on your own. Think about them. If government come today, say, okay, vote for us 2023, collect 5k and they see you like this, they don't want to give you 5k, they want to give you 5ish. But if you dress well, normally sharp, look good, if anybody want to approach you, they'll give you how much? 500k, 5 million. At that point, it will not be easy, it will not be cheap to buy your votes. Now, because we don't keep ourselves as subject of mediocrity, of caricature. Now, why our government they carry us to the cash cruise? Brotherly, I go like more and go back on the campus. Tell your SC, tell your student union government to create a platform for entrepreneurial and skill acquisition programs rather than telling students to leave their comfort, to costume themselves to look like rags and go on the street and beg for money. It's an old culture that started because the government refused to pay bursary. If they say government they pay bursary, students don't need to come out for the street to come and beg for money. If they say government they do what they're supposed to do, other students, okay, now you guys are in state university and that's why your school is up. This should have been a good means for all of you to come out and campaign and protest against what government is doing to your counterparts in federal schools who have sat at home for 7 fucking months now, man. So I think you all should go back and educate your people. The best way, the best things to do is not to make Nigerian youth look like mediocres. It's not to make the Nigerian youth look like beggars. We don't need this government to give us peanuts. We need the government to give us an enabling environment for us to thrive and compete with our people. We don't be beggars. Shaka, shaka, shaka. Nobody waiting to do. We are smart. We are creative. We should create and build. I won't believe say, when I get a reason why I wear this outfit then come out for it, because I know say on a normal day find it like you know the one just like this come out now. Sure. So tell me, waiting be the orientation when I get about Rag Day generally?
Well, actually Rag Day, to my own observation, Rag Day is a day where you come out in the public street, rag to assist yourself in the school. Like maybe, as a student you have many challenges. So it's a Rag Day. When coming out to rag, you have to get money, then you can assist yourself.
Okay, that's your orientation. How about you, bro?
Just having fun.
Yeah.
You're just having fun. Just fun. So it's not like you guys are in need of this money you are begging for. But you heard her opinion. She said for students to assist themselves. You're in support of her opinion, and you think it's the best way to go about it. Cheers to you guys. I believe that this don't feel. Normal, it's a digital age, we need to express ourselves.
Yes, I understand.
I don't know if you guys understand. So we need to actually express ourselves as young people. So I wanted to get your idea about Rag Day generally, but I'd like to know which level you do. 200. Which department? Environmental management. How about you? Which level you do? Which course? Agriculture. How about you? Mass communication. Which level? 200. How about the same? 200. Mass communication. So which orientation when I get about Rag Day? Why do you think it is important for you to rag and come on the street?
My own understanding. First of all, it's a kind of fun.
First of all, I like that.
It's a kind of fun. And it's also a medium of raising some kind of fund.
Okay.
To support our
Aluta struggle.
Yes, the Aluta struggle.
The Aluta struggle, I think.
I think these are the key points.
But how about you? Get any idea to have in it?
I think it's a social a way of students expressing themselves, the needs, how university life is and all that.
Okay, just to experience the university life, that experience or not. You guys should not have any talk about it. I will still find on our something. Because even I still there, they're little struggle. Oh, okay, she's camera shy. But okay, can you just tell me what you think is your orientation? Why do you think you should leave your confidence and your comfort to rag today under the sun and the rain?
For the money and then
For the money? Okay. It's a school activity. Okay. Socialize and participate, school activity. And you get to move around and know places you've never been to. Oh fine. That's it. Just come this way so the car can move. Now. No. That's the idea of the rag day. It should have you look like a mad woman. But here's the idea, right? Guys, I've been there, I've done this. Actually, I didn't do the rag day thing, and I'm not going to say it because of this idea I have now. I wasn't really chance to do it, Sha. But I got to understand the idea later on. I want us to understand. I think if you want to do it for fun, there are so many other fun things that we can do nowadays as we two of us. Secondly, I think if you want to do it for money, there are so many other things you can do to get a whole lot of money. Much more money than what people will put into your containers today, right? I'm talking about legal things, I'm not talking about illegal things, alright? Now guys, I think it's going to be fine for me to reorientate you guys as a Nigerian youth, I'm a graduate, alright, from the University of Port Harcourt, alright, studying communication and linguistics. Now I think it's going to be okay for me to reorientate you. What and how this started? This started out first because we have a bad government society that refuses to pay bursary, that refuses to care for the needs of youths and students. That's why 7 months down the line, federal schools are on strike till date. ASU and federal government every day they fight. Alright? Now that's one reason. When people started imbibing this culture because their bursary weren't being paid, we didn't have support from school, institution, governments and all, tech fund, one lecturer go just siphon all the money, one minister, one commissioner go siphon everything chop. These students at disadvantage point. Now it makes students begin to rag. This was some sort of protest to make the government feel that, hey look, if you will not take care of us, we will rag ourselves, we will go to the street and we will beg. So I believe you guys don't have the foundation of how this started. That's why we have to reorientate ourselves. And even as you go back now to your hostels, tell your classmates, tell your friends from hostels, say, rag day, it's trash. This is what the government wants us to be like. The government wants us to be in rags and keep begging them for peanuts. That's why election when they come to 2023, they have to go on a BBC strong, hold on tight, because they want by 2023 they go come offer you small money for your 8 years or for your 4 years. This is what the government wants the youth in Nigeria to be like for the next. They want us to just be their rag. Maybe they just carry us a rag for the day. I don't even understand the matter. That's why we need to have the best understanding and the best orientation of this. As loud as you guys can have your voice go, and as much people that you can give the orientation, tell them say rag day is false. Instead, let the government create entrepreneurial platforms, skill acquisition programs. Like say on the probably go learn digital camera work, videography, cinematography, digital promotion, event planning, computer literacy. Pick up good skills for yourself. Government will not tell you this because they don't want you to have the power. They want you to always be at disadvantage point where you always have to rag and beg them for shit. So this is the knowledge I want you guys to have, yeah? I will still find on something. I'll still find on
I will still tell you it's a very great day. I love the orientation. It's very, it's nice. What you're actually saying is you just broke down the whole.
We're not supposed to rag. See, bro, you cannot make good money from ragging. Nobody will give you better money.
It's a very great idea.
Nobody. If you say you're doing it for the fun, bro, there are other fun ways where you can catch your fun, still look sharp, still look good. It's fine girls now. On a normal day, she don't know where this clothes come out. But because she thinks it is the norm. Mind you, this is not in your school program. Your vice chancellor has no business.